Hello, everybody. It's Dylan Milks here for Wednesday, May the 1st, 2013. So, what the heck is happening to silver? That's the subject of today's video. As many of you who follow the market remember, back in early April, starting around April 11th, probably for the next week, silver took a massive beating, going from about $27.50 down to about $22.50. So that price drop represented about almost 25% of a drop in about a week. And really, to this point now, even where we are today, it still hasn't really recovered all that much from that low. Although I think it's somewhere around just under $24 now. So it has come up a bit, but it definitely has not recovered from that low. So that's quite a huge shock and quite a huge drop there. And I know many people who have been investing in precious metals, one way or the other, have definitely been scared, have been confused about what's going on. So I want to start off by, first of all, explaining how the price of silver is calculated. And there really are three forces that control the price of silver. Number one, you have the futures market. So basically, people are purchasing contracts to have X number of ounces of silver delivered on some date in the future. So that's the main driving market of the price of silver. The second is, of course, the new ETFs, the exchange traded funds. Now, there are several exchange-traded funds devoted to silver and gold. So those are another factor in the price of silver. And the third factor is, of course, the physical market. In other words, people who are physically walking down or driving down to their dealer and purchasing silver bars or silver coins or gold bars. So those are the three sources of the price of silver. And with all that's gone on in the silver market the last few weeks, the one thing that's very, very important to note, folks, is that many dealers are still having shortages and on back order of silver. In other words, in many cases there's not enough supply to meet the demand. So, in other words, people are not selling their physical silver. When the price dropped about $5 an ounce over the course of 4 or 5 days back in mid-April, it wasn't as if the masses of people were flooding into the dealers and just cashing in their silver and then walking home with cash. That's not what happened. What's been happening is that the futures market has been loaded with sell orders, which has been causing people to then trigger them to sell their ETFs of silver. So here's the key. Both of those are paper representations of the precious metal. Those are not the actual precious metals themselves. Those are the paper representation of the precious metal. So in observing this last 3 weeks here, 4 weeks, what's gone on, people are not selling their physical precious metals. In fact, the demand for them is still very strong, and there is still some sites and some dealers that have shortages and some back order, some things are on back order. So again, keep that in mind when looking at the price of silver. Now, what's been going on? Why is this happening? Folks, honestly, I don't know. All we can do is speculate about what's going on. Some people say, this is proof of price manipulation. It's proof that some large entities want to suppress the price of gold and silver by selling massive amounts of paper into the market to drive the price down. You know what? That certainly could be the case. Other people say, oh, it's just one or two large investors who are just tired of holding it and they want to get rid of it. Maybe that's the case. But the key thing to note, though, is that this massive price drop is not because of the average everyday citizen who owns silver or gold flooding to their dealer to sell their physical metals. In fact, the reverse is happening. what it is that you're having the paper market, the paper representation of the metals has been selling off like crazy. For whatever reason, I don't know. I can't explain it. Of course, there's speculation everywhere, but this is what's going on. And you got to ask yourself these questions. In the next few years or the next 5 years, is there going to be more money printing going on, more currency debasement going on, or less? Well, the answer, of course, is more. Is there going to be more global uncertainty and turmoil regarding the economies of the world, or less? Well, the answer, of course, is there's going to be more, and a lot more. So, even when it comes to geopolitical and wars and rumors of wars, is there going to be more of that in the next several years, or less? Well, I think we can probably all agree that there's going to be more of it. So, folks, just hang in there. Don't lose faith. Don't be discouraged. Really, you got to look at the macro and the big picture of all this that's going on. And unless people were flooding their dealers, selling their physical silver, then I would be concerned. But because there's still a back order and still tight supply, you know what, folks? This is looking really fishy. This looks like something really weird is going on here, and something really, someone's trying to pull a fast one on us, is what I think. So just keep that in mind, folks. Keep buying. Just stay positive. Keep the big picture in mind, and just keep buying it whenever you can. And I think in the long run, that will prove to be the best decision. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Take care and have yourselves a good night.